Welcome to Leading the Follower with your host, Rebecca Benston. Good morning. It's me, Rebecca Benston, with Leading the Follower. I am stopping by today to give my Friday podcast. And for the one or two people that are listening, thank you very much. And I appreciate you taking the time to stop by. I really don't have a set topic, I guess. I was thinking when I sat down to plan this last night that I might talk about the book of Amos that I'm studying right now in my prayer time. But I think I'm going to save that for next week and maybe start off with a few segments on that. I have some ideas that I think might be interesting for the beginning of the year, and I'm going to try to wrap that in with that with that discussion. So today, though, I want to just say that um, I am on my first official day of vacation, which for me consists of just not logging into my job today. I do have a day job aside from being a publisher with my own company full time. I am a copywriter for a marketing company, and I just finished my 6 months with them, my first 6 months with them, and I'm able to use my vacation time. So I scheduled a couple of days off to give myself a nice long holiday weekend. And one of the first things I'm doing for that weekend is to do this podcast. So you see how my mind works. With that said, we do need to make sure that we take time to rest when we are able to do so. If we don't take the time to slow down and recharge and refresh, God will inevitably slow us down in his own way, whether that is through illness or injury or some other obstacle that keeps us from doing things as we normally would do it. For those of us who are stubborn and won't slow down and take a break, he always finds a way to make us take a break. And I'm not saying, that God is just um, being mean to us and trying to keep us in pain or keep us struggling. I'm saying that sometimes the only way we'll listen is if someone just kind of flicks us right in the forehead and says, "Hey, you need to slow down and take care of yourself for a few minutes because you're not doing that." And since you won't listen to someone telling you, take a break, take care of yourself in a nice way, then I'm going to slow you down by maybe sticking my leg out and tripping you. So it's it's really just tough love. It's not that he's being malicious. So just remember that after going through all of the stress of the holiday and trying to make sure you make everybody happy and just trying to make sure that everything gets done in time for family dinners and celebrations and things like that, that you've taken the time to rest and recharge and just appreciate the time that God has given you and all of the things that you've been able to accomplish this year. And I'm sure you haven't given yourself credit for at least half of what you've accomplished this year. So you probably are thinking to yourself, well, I didn't really do anything. And maybe there's nothing for me to sit and, relax about. Maybe I need to work harder because I didn't get everything that I wanted to do done. Well, the truth is we rarely get all of the things we want to get done. Um, and I know that I fill my time with self improvement. Uh, just all the time I'm looking at videos, I'm reading things, I'm scrolling, I'm trying to find ways to improve me and ways to improve my business, ways to improve, my faith and the way that I perceive things, the way that I do things, the way that I treat people, just anything, because I've never felt as though I measured up and did as well as I should do. But the truth is, if you're trying, that hard to do things the right way, if you're trying so hard to improve, the quality of life for yourself and your family and those around you, that you're not taking care of yourself, you need to give yourself a break and understand that you're not God. You're not going to be able to make the changes that He can make in someone's life, but you can minister to them with what you know of Him and bring His word and His peace to someone who is in need of that kind of consolation or um, inspiration. So, one of the ways you can do that is you can pick up some inspirational books for them. And Higher Ground Books and Media has a great selection of motivational, inspirational, and educational books for people who are interested in growing their faith, healing from trauma, or using their gifts. Those are the things that we like to focus on over there. So, just throwing a shameless plug in for my publishing company. And if you're a writer and you've written something that you feel would be inspiring to someone else out there, which in most cases, each of us has a story, and your story can be the inspiration that someone else needs to make changes in their life for the better. So I always encourage people, don't be afraid to tell your story. When you get to the point where you're ready to write it, if you're looking for a good Christian based publisher to help you get the word out, to help you get your book out into um, the vast marketplace so that people can lay hands on it, or that you can share it with friends, family, colleagues, whoever, then check our submission guidelines, see if what you've written lines up with what we're looking for, and by all means send us your manuscript. We're happy to look at it, and hopefully, if it fits and it's written in such a way that we can work with it, we will hopefully offer a contract for that. And we are just a basic traditional publisher, um, and we do a standard contract with people and we do pay royalties, and we give an employee discount on the retail price of the books so that you can purchase those and resell those, out at events and things like that. We're not set up to do any kind of special incentives, um, advances, and so forth, because we are a small publisher. But we treat our people like family. You are very important to us if you sign as a Higher Ground Books and Media author. And you're very important to us if you're a Higher Ground Books and Media reader. So um, we've got a lot of very important friends. And we would love for you to join us in one way or another. So, anyway, one of the ways that you can help someone find their way to God's peace is through having them read resources that have impacted you. And it could be a Higher Ground book, or it could be another book. I've read tons of books through my life throughout my life, that have really had an impact on me and helped me to come out of a very dark place. So I would recommend that if there is a resource, or it could be a movie that you watched, or anything that has empowered you to come out of um, brokenness, or to kind of rise up from the ashes and start over and do your thing. We're big believers in healing, and in healing emotionally, psychologically, physically, spiritually, however you need to heal. That is what we like to see, and that's what we like to promote. So be nice to yourself over this holiday, and don't forget to take time to do the things that really enrich you, the things that help you to recharge, the things that help you um, to stay focused on what's important. If you hear that noise in the background, I don't have noise canceling anything. So I have a lion head bunny, and he is throwing a fit right now in his cage for one reason or another. He's decided that he wants to interrupt what I'm doing here. So I'm going to cut this short so I can go and pay some attention to him and start my actual vacation, which will be filled, no doubt, with watching movies with my daughter, enjoying some time with family, organizing my house a little bit, and doing the things that make me feel more safe and secure and spiritually balanced and happy and healthy so that I can start 2024 off right. I will be back on Monday with a New Year's podcast, and hopefully by that point, I will have developed my strategy for the coming year, and I'll be able to share a little bit with you on that, as well as some of what I've learned by studying in the book of Amos over the weekend. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. And if you go out on New Year's Eve to celebrate, please be careful. Take care of yourself, be safe, and enjoy your time with family and friends. And let's bring the new year in peacefully and in such a way that we can all be happy, healthy, and safe in the coming year. Thanks for stopping in and taking the time to listen. God bless. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to check out our website and blog. The blog is at www.leading-the-follower.com. Thanks and God bless.